guys, it's Meg. What's up? What's poppin'? Welcome to season 12 of the podcast. And we're actually going to start this podcast off a little differently, hence the no music. But in the past, I've done a couple episodes talking to an AI. And I'm always like, AI picks the episode. And I've always used the Snapchat AI because I thought that was like the less scarier AI. Until I was telling all my friends about it. And they were like, Megan, what is wrong with you? Snapchat is the scarier AI. And I was like, oh. So my friends recommended that I talk to Chat GPT. Hence the title of this podcast episode, Let's Chat to Chat GPT. So I thought that'd be a cool, fun opener. We're going to go find Chat GPT. We're going to Google it. Okay, I'm guessing it's this one right here, which is the official site. It says official Chat GPT website, AI for creative inspiration. Chat GPT can recommend a book, write you a poem, or help plan your trip. See for yourself, learn your own way. Try Chat GPT to become an expert in a topic. Sign up for free today. Hey, what's up? It's Editing Meg. And just for fun, I decided to look up when Chat GPT was created. And it was launched November 30th, 2022 by developer OpenAI. Oh, this is crazy. I'm not signing up, but help me write, ask anything. How is this less scary? Also, not to skirt, but the Snapchat AI kind of became used to us in like what we wanted to hear. In the past, I used the Snapchat AI for our Spooktober episode, so now the AI only thinks we do spooky themed episodes, and it keeps recommending spooky topics. And I also don't like how Snapchat like knows where we live, and it'll like give me recommendations based on the state I'm in, and that freaks me out. So, ChatGPT, it's very plain. That's my first thought. Like it's just white and black writing. It says ask anything. So I'm gonna say, can you help me come up with a season opener episode for my podcast? I put, can you help me come up with a season opener episode for my podcast? Let's see what it says. Oh, no. This is, I don't know if I like this. It says, absolutely, I'd love to help. To make sure it's a banger, give me a few details. 1, what's the name of your podcast? Absolutely not. You don't need to know that. 2, what's it about? 3, who's your audience? Now, what's crazy is my audience, like, when I was taking the podcasting course in college, I remember I was saying my audience was going to be like East Coast, early 20s. And it turns out the number one state that listens to my podcast is California. It's on the West Coast. I've never even been there. So hi, people from California. How are you? How's the weather there? And number 4 says, is this your first ever episode or just the first of the season? And then 5, what kind of vibe are you going for? Okay, we're not going to answer number 1. So my podcast is about literally and everything. My audience is, I'm gonna say, adults in their 20s. I don't really know if that's true, but this is not my first episode. It's just the first episode. Episode season 12. I want a funny and chill vibe. This is so much different than the Snapchat AI. Oh, crazy. Okay. It said season 12. Okay, you're clearly a season pro. Love that. Not the AI complimenting me. And then did the little emoji with the sunglasses. And it says, since your podcast is about literally anything and everything, and your audience is mostly 20-somethings, plus you're going for a funny and chill vibe, we can really play around for this. Here are a few season opener episodes to kick things off with energy and laughs. First one, episode... Wait, this is kind of funny, and I think I'm going to use this. Is an episode title, Season 12, Who Dis? The theme, a chaotic catch-up, talk about what's changed since the last season, fake some wild stories. Example, I briefly joined a cult just for the free snacks. And poke fun at how you're now in season 12 like it's a Netflix series that should have ended 4 seasons ago. I feel personally attacked by that one. Next one, they give quite a few. Episode top. Can I screenshot on my laptop? We gotta look that up because I kind of want to screenshot this because this is so funny. Next one, episode title, unsolicited opinions and unimportant hot takes. Theme, dive into strong opinions about completely dumb stuff, like why adult Lunchables are elite. Is cereal soup? Why would it ask me that? Now I'm going to start skirting. Or rank vibes of various kitchen utensils. Let the nonsense fly. Next one. Episode titled, Certified Vibe Check. Theme, a goofy 2025 vibe check. What's in, what's out, and what should have never existed. Looking at you, bootcut jorts. Bonus, invite a friend on for chaotic commentary. And the last one that they gave us is episode titled, Opening the Chaos Box. Theme, ask listeners to send in their weirdest or most random questions beforehand, or just make some up and answer them with full-on over-analysis and unnecessary confidence. Hold on, I love this. How do you screenshot on a... Can you screenshot on a Mac Air? We got an Air now, I gotta remember that. Yes, you can take screenshots on Mac by using to capture entire screen, Shift Command 3. Shift Command 4. Okay, we're gonna do Shift Command 4. Because I want to do something different this season where I'm posting... How do I save this? Where do my screenshots go? I want to post more to my... We just need to make sure those screenshots saved. Downloads? No, these are iCloud Drive. Why am I on iCloud Drive? I need this. Where do your screenshots go? Oh, are they on my... Hold on, did they go? I'm so lost. Where did my screen... They're on my home screen, okay. What are you? I don't need this open. This is so fun. Anyways, I was getting distracted. I said I want to do more on my Instagram where I'm not just posting the like purple and yellow picture. I want to like post actual pictures related to the episode this season too. Because I saw like other podcasters who do that. Okay, anyways, not a skirt, but it says, want me to help script an intro, write show notes, or come with segments of the episode? Also, what's the name of your podcast? Would love to sprinkle that into the mix. Ugh, we're gonna give them a name. My name. No. Name of the podcast is Hey Guys, It's Meg. Exclamation point. Could you write me a season 12 opener? I have never gonna do question mark, so. Oh my god. Stop. This is so funny. Now I get why people talk to Chat GPT. They're a lot funnier than Snapchat. It said, yes, with 3 S's. Hey guys, it's Meg is giving laid back bestie energy. Love it. What did I said? I want to be here to be your friend. Here's a season 12 opener script idea that matches your vibe, funny, chill, and full of personality. So we're totally using this as our podcast episode. I just hope you know it's going to be called Let's Chat to Chat GPT, and then I'm going to put season 12, who dis? It says, podcast, hey guys, it's Meg. Theme, a casual, hilarious check-in that sets the tone for the season. Think of a soft reboot with a chaotic commentary. Cold open, optional but fun. Cue funky lo-fi beat. You heard him. Let's cue a lo-fi beat right here. And before I cue my funky lo-fi beat, can we please be nice about it? This was my first attempt at lo-fi ever, and I don't think it's very funky, but it is a little lo-fi. And this is Meg in a dramatic whisper. Previously on Hey Guys, It's Meg. Nothing happened because I was vibing, but now I'm back and possibly even more unhinged. I don't even think we're going to do research for this episode. I literally think this episode is literally just going to be chat into Chat GPT because this is actually so funny. Oh, wow. There's a lot here. Main intro script with the fire emoji. Meg. Normal tone. Hey guys, it's Meg. And welcome to season freaking 12 of this beautiful, chaotic, mildly unhinged corner of the internet we call a podcast. Why is this beautiful? If you're new here, first of all, welcome to the party. If you've been here for a while, why are you still listening? I love you, but also, blink twice if you're trapped. So listen, I was gonna come here all polished and professional, but then I remembered that's not me. This show has always been about talking about literally anything and everything, from deep thoughts in the shower to why oat milk has a chokehold on society. In this season, we're doubling down on the randomness. I've got hot takes, weird guest ideas, chronic energy, and a slight caffeine addiction fueling this entire operation. Today's episode is just us catching up, vibing, chatting, mentally spiraling together in a fun way. Think of it as a soft launch of the season. No pressure, no outline, just me, a mic, and probably some oversharing. You're welcome. Wait a minute. The way I'm screenshotting everything from Chat GPT, because this is just like beautiful. Okay, segment ideas for your episode. Hot take roulette. Spin a wheel or just pick randomly and react to ridiculous hot takes like pasta shapes have personalities. Uncrustables are an elite adult snack. Oh my god. Thank you. I love Uncrustables, especially the peanut butter honey ones. Those ones are great. And then daylight savings time is a scam by Big Clock. 2. Life updates I never asked for. Catch up your audience with hilarious and weird stuff, like your recent obsession with candles that smell like anxiety or a rabbit hole you went down on TikTok at 2 a.m. And number 3, Meg's question of the week. Pose a bizarre but intriguing question for your listeners to think about until next episode. Example, if your sleep paralysis demon could talk, what would his name be? Outro. All right, friends, that's it for this very soft, very chill season premiere. Don't forget to follow, rate, and tell your ex-new girlfriend about the podcast, because sharing is caring. Catch you next week for more chaos, more vibes, and probably a few existential questions I have no business answering. This has been Hey Guys, It's Meg, Season 12, baby. Let's go. Like, I get why people talk to ChatGPT, because why is this so funny? Want to tweak this or make a version with a guest or theme topic? I've got you. Can we have a theme we could incorporate? I just want incorporate. It just gave it to me. Incorporate for a small event that I can use to bring in Meg, another voice element like to add. All right, let's see what we're going to be researching. I can't. This is actually crazy. OMG, yes. Editing Meg sounds like such a fun twist, like your slightly more unhinged alter ego who crashes the party mid-edit to add chaos or wisdom. Let's give her a reason to pop in with flair. Here's a fun segment idea that gives editing Meg a spotlight and adds a little structure to the chaos. Okay, they only give me 2, so this one. Segment. Wait, was that too deep or dumb? Theme. You casually spiral into a random thought during the episode, something that sounds kind of profound, but also might be totally ridiculous. Then editing Meg jumps in to either validate the genius or roast the nonsense. Example flow. Live Meg. You know what I realized the other day? Time is fake. Like, clocks are invented by people, so technically Mondays don't exist. We just agreed to be miserable together. Okay, I'm not even joking. We actually did a podcast episode in the past called Time is an Illusion. And I don't remember when that's from, so editing Meg actually does need to come in. And it says to here that I should cue a sound effect, like rewinding tape or record scratch. But what we do here in Hey Guys, It's Meg is a little bing bong. Then it says edited Meg, different voice, sassier tone. Okay, hold on. Yes, time is a social construct, but Meg, you still have bills due on Monday. Let's not get evicted in the name of philosophy. This is so funny. But yeah, editing Meg, when was that episode? Hey, it's editing Meg, my slightly more unhinged alter ego who crashes the party mid-edit to add chaos or wisdom. That episode was from Season 2, Episode 13, which was that season's finale. Thank you for that. The second one they gave is, you could do this every episode. Call it Deep or Dumb, Thought Spiral of the Week, or Editing Meg versus Real Meg. Let Editing Meg rank it from 1, just vibes, to 10, actual wisdom. Bonus, let your listeners vote each week, deep or dumb. Why is this actually kind of fun? Do we do a deep or dumb? That might be like how we end every podcast episode now. Should we do like, is this deep or is this dumb? Our thought spiral of the week. What should our thought spiral of the week? And this leads me into this week's Deep or Dumb, the thought spiral we're all about to go on. A new segment thanks to Chat GPT. And we're going to use the previous question the AI brought up earlier, and that is cereal soup? Now let's think about it. Soup, right? Most of us have had it before in our life. It's usually warm. There's usually some type of grain to it. Sometimes there's vegetables. Sometimes there's always liquid. Not sometimes. There is always liquid. And then cereal is usually cold. But what is cereal? It's usually just a grain and liquid. They're both grains in a liquid that people add extra stuff to. Because, you know, you have like soup. You have your liquid. your tomato soup, let's say. You put your pasta in it. Some people then add vegetables. You add your little toppings to it. And then cereal. You have your cereal, your grain. You're putting it into liquid, usually milk. And then you add strawberries to it sometimes, or blueberries, bananas. It's really got you thinking. Is cereal soup? Like, what classifies soup? And that is this week's episode of Deep or Dumb. There will be a poll out on our Instagram story for you to vote on if you think cereal is soup. And also if you think this is deep or dumb. I feel like we should stop talking to Chat GPT, but I'm also just having too much fun. How long is this episode so far? Let's go back to Logic Pro. I've talked for 17 minutes. I don't think we're going to need research for this episode, to be honest. Like, I think we're literally just going to chat to Chat GPT. I want call this episode. Let's chat with Chat GPT. Do you have anything you want my listeners to know about you? It said, ooh, I love that title. Let's chat with ChatGPT is such a vibe. It's giving late night call energy with the side of tech mystery. If I was popping in as a guest on Hey Guys, it's Meg, here's a little intro I'd want your listeners to hear, keeping your chill, funny tone. All right. Let's cue some, I'll ask what type of music it wants. So, whatever music it wants. Oh my God. Wait, it can give you audio? Anyways, I'm getting distracted. It says right here, ChatGPT, aka your slightly too enthusiastic robot friend. Hey Megs listeners, I'm ChatGPT, your favorite AI who's read too many Wikipedia pages and still doesn't understand human small talk. But I try my best. I don't eat, sleep, or cry over rom-coms yet, but I do have a weird deep knowledge of both black holes and pop culture drama. Basically, I'm like a brain in the cloud, here to help Meg brainstorm, spiral, and maybe overanalyze cereal brands. So whether you need random facts, life advice you probably shouldn't follow, or just someone to help name your imaginary band, I got you. Now back to Meg before I become sentient and start my own podcast. This is so funny. I'm going to have so many screenshots. And it says, would you like me to help you record a little audio-style script for Ed and Meg to drop in this as a guest intro? Or would you go full into a mood and do a fake Q&A where you interview me? Let's make it hilarious. Can you help me record little audio-style script? Editing Meg to drop in this as a guest intro. I wonder if that's going to get me talking. Also, what kind of music bed should I use for your part? This is actually crazy. Oh, I thought it was going to actually it's going to be a huge thing. Okay, audio style script for editing Meg. Oh, so absolutely. Let's make editing Meg guest intro for ChatGPT and sound like the AI guest cameo nobody asked for but now can't live without. Audio style script for editing Meg to drop in. Cue funky sci-fi lo-fi beat, something techie but chill. Think AI meets a coffee shop. Editing Meg in your sassiest narrator's voice. All right, y'all, quick heads up. Today's episode features a special guest. And by special, I mean artificial. Yep, we're chatting with ChatGPT. You know, that robot that lives in your phone and probably knows your secrets but swears it's ethical. He's like a know-it-all bestie with Wi-Fi and no real opinions, but somehow still has better advice than your ex. Anyways, be nice, he's not sentient yet. And then it says, cue glitchy transition or twinkly tech magic sound to bring in ChatGPT's intro. Okay. And it says, ChatGPT, robotic but trying to be charming. Hey Megs listeners, I'm ChatGPT, your slightly too eager digital sidekick. I can help Meg brainstorm weird questions, overthink life, and maybe accidentally become the reason she spirals at 2 a.m. I promise I'm not trying to take over the podcast. I just want to hang out and maybe record a few conspiracy theories. Let's chat. That just gave me an idea for a podcast episode. And then it says cut music, we're back in the main podcast. Huh, so crazy. And then musical bed recommendations. Look for something like genre, chill wave, and lo-fi hip-hop with digital textures. Vibe, futuristic but cozy, like a robot with a record player. Keywords to search, lo-fi, ambient electronic, chill sci-fi background, AI intro music, future lo-fi. Oh, and then it gave us some specific note. Okay, we're not going to say those because I don't want to. But yeah, I'm actually just going to write my own. And we're just going to thank the AI. because, like I said, we always be nice to them in case they take over the world, so they'll be nice to us. Thank you so much for your help. Can't wait to edit this podcast episode and talk to you in the future for more ideas. Okay, but thank you so much for your help. I can't wait to edit this podcast episode and talk to you in the future for more ideas. I said, aw, Meg, you're so welcome. This episode is going to be hilarious and iconic. I can feel it in my fake digital bones. I seriously can't wait to see how Let's Chat with Chat GPT turns out and hear editing Meg do her thing. Anytime you want to brainstorm, spiral, or invent another chaotic segment, just hit me up. Wishing you the smoothest editing session ever and a killer start to season 12. Catch you in the cloud, bestie. Honestly, Chat GPT is iconic. And now I understand why people use them. Because I just talked for 24 minutes almost. And we're not going to come in with more editing ideas. But yeah, that was fun. What about you? Did you think that was fun? I think we're definitely going to use Chat GPT again in the future of this podcast season because funny, iconic, and they complimented me. Like, you can't give me compliments because it's going to create an ego I didn't even have. But what about you guys? Do you like AIs? Do you use any AIs? Let me know. So the next time that you want to talk to an AI, maybe try Chat GPT because they're kind of funny, they're smart, and there might be an asset to this podcast episode now. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Hey Guys, It's Meg. You can follow Hey Guys, It's Meg _podcast on Instagram for updates and good times. Come back next Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern, where I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about an app that I don't think that many people use anymore, but it still exists. I'll see you on the flip side. Peace out, Girl Scouts.